Hello guys, Flashlight Enthusiast here. So third review today. I'm recording this, so after reviewing the D18 and D4S, I thought maybe a last Noctigon light I own before purchasing the newer K9.3. So the Noctigon K1. This was actually my first Noctigon, mind you. Before actually KR1 and KR1 and KR4, I purchased this one, and well, I don't really like throwers, I mean, I definitely prefer flooders because they're more useful for me, because I don't see much usefulness in illuminating the objects 1 kilometer far from me if I have to use the binoculars to see anything. But maybe that's just me. But why I keep this one in my collection? Well, first of all, sometimes you need a thrower, and again, this one is definitely a nice one. I mean, it's compact. It's not this huge ball as a reflector. It has some range to it. I mean, this one has like 1 kilometer. This one, I mean, on this emitter X HP35, because there is also a version that will throw 1.5 kilometer or almost a mile. But this one is a little bit brighter, has warmer tint. Got you. And all regulated modes. So guys, let's wait no further. Let's see what we've got in the box. And this one is big. I mean, it almost exceeds the frame of my video here. So I will try to, show you everything so that you can see. So this is definitely not a standard Noctigon box. I mean, size-wise, because in appearance, it is standard cardboard, but in size, this one is pretty huge. I mean, look at the D4S V2 size, and the D18 comes in the same size, so definitely huge box. Huge box. The flashlight is not that big, so I was pretty surprised with the size of the box, but let's look inside. So the flashlight came with the holster, again the bigger flashlight from Noctigon, so Hank actually includes the holster, and look at that. I mean, the holster is a very good quality. I like it. I really like it. I mean, it goes right there, and as you can see, it looks like a police button or something. It reminds me of this Maglite that actually, had some holsters or some loops, and they will, hang from your belt. Old times, sorry guys. But now we've got some throwers in such a small package that will outthrow the best Maglites. I wish they were as good as old times. Alright, so apart from holster, we also have... oh! We have some bunch of spare O-rings. 4 of them actually on my sample. I don't know if it's standard because I bought this flashlight from second hand from my friend. It was repaired, so it was a good deal for me. And also you've got some spare button, which is white. Actually, as you can see, we've got some auxiliary LEDs under the switch. I will show you just in a moment. Apart from that, actually nothing more. Oh, that's a pity. And what would you like more? I mean, you've got everything. You've got a flashlight, you've got a holster. Yes, I know what would you like to have. A USB-C charging cable. Yes, because this flashlight actually has some hidden port for rechargeable, for recharging your battery inside. So let me just show you. As from the beginning, you unscrew from the head, and actually in the threads there is a hidden USB-C charging port, as you can see here. It also has some battery charging indicator. It will actually turn on right there, and it will be either red when charging or green while charging is finished. I don't really like this idea of incorporating the charging port on the threads, because what I like to do is to grease them generously, and then we've got grease everywhere. I mean, in the port, on the cable. But that's just me. I know people like them because the waterproofness of such port is much greater than the one that is covered by a simple rubber cover tie. But for me, this idea is not the best, probably, and that's my opinion. As you can see, well, first of all, the driver on the XHP 35 high in this flashlight is different than the one with Osram or SBT. I mean, whenever emitter you choose, there is different driver. So definitely a great job, Hank, here, that he actually designed a driver in a couple of versions to suit his customers. And this one actually, obviously reflashing pins here, as you can see. So this one is definitely a nice with boost converter, because XHP 35 has a 12 volt emitter, and we've got here a single 21700 cell, so 3 volts plus and minus. And that's why I chose this version, because it actually can enter the turbo mode even with almost depleted battery. That is the advantage of buck or boost converter, that it will actually change the voltage to actually power the LED. Unlike linear drivers that will drop the voltage as the battery voltage drops, this one won't. So as you can see, standard beryllium copper springs, very good for conductivity and low resistance. Nice thick square threads, well greased. And what I've got here is the Samsung Fair 50E 21700 battery, which will deliver about 10 amps, which is okay, I guess, because of the 12 volts and boost converter, back converter, I guess boost converter in this one, because it increases the voltage and back will lower the voltage. So definitely I think it is sufficient, but obviously you can also put the higher amperage battery in there. Not a problem. And as you can see here, we've got also the spring. Also, I suspect beryllium copper one. Alright, so let's power this little beast up. As you can see on the tail cap, you've got some lanyard hole, so you won't lose your flashlight while hiking. And yeah, this one, as actually you saw the changing colors. This one has two functions. I mean, the LEDs under the switch will either use the function of locating your flashlight in the dark, so auxiliary LEDs, but it will also show you the voltage. And the funny feature, actually pretty useful one, is that when you turn on the flashlight, it will actually enter automatically the voltage mode. So while operating the flashlight, the switch will tell you how much power you have left, which is very, very nice feature. Even if you don't have the voltage mode enabled right here, it will automatically enter it while you turn on the flashlight, as you can see right now. And this one is the newest Anduril battery voltage feature, just like in this one. So purple will be the highest, then blue, then cyan, then green, then yellow, then red, and then probably nothing. So when I actually turn on the flashlight, you get blue, so pretty sufficient power. And let's go through all the colors I will show you now. So just 7 click and hold, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and we've got some nice colors right there, even white, then disco mode and voltage reading. Alright, let's just stick to red, because for me it's definitely most useful color when in the dark, because it won't distract your night vision. Alright, so when you actually load the batteries, you will get again to the max regulated mode. Oh no, sorry, in this version you've got all the regulated modes. Alright, so definitely nice. With proper cooling it can stabilize the output to actually last juice in the batteries. I measured my output, I mean the runtime graph I created, so in my environment it was uncooled, like 20 degrees Celsius, so it couldn't stabilize the full output, but still it was some pretty amazing performance with over 1000 lumens stabilized for like 45 minutes. So yeah, I was definitely impressed. You know, this flashlight won't get very hot because of the size of the emitter. Oh, look at that baby. So the reflector is definitely huge. I mean, for the size of this flashlight, the reflector is basically huge. Look at the pocket thrower of K1 from Noctigon. Look at the size comparison. I mean, you cannot compare this one. You simply cannot. I mean, look at the size. So basically we've got the XHP 35 in there. Let's go to the lowest mode, and as you can see it is pretty bright because with this regulated modes you get the higher lowest mode than with linear driver with AMC chips, but still it is a thrower, not a EC flashlight, so you probably don't need some, you know, crazy low moonlight modes. It is okay. So actually basic operation, again it is Anduril, so you can check my tutorial right there. So basic operation is just one click for on, one click for off. From off, hold the side switch to enter the lowest mode, and then from on you can simply hold the switch to increase the brightness and then decrease it, and double tap obviously for turbo mode. And I can definitely feel the heat on my hand right now because of the intensity of the beam. As you can see under the switch the LEDs changed color, so definitely voltage dropping, but don't worry about it. So this flashlight is definitely a classic thrower, little spill and very intense hotspot. And as I could tell you, the throw is about 1 kilometer. So definitely very impressive performance for such a relatively compact flashlight. I mean, you can still use it in your pocket, or maybe some, you know, camo trousers or something like that without any problem. Alright guys, let's wait no further, let's go and see how it works in nature. Now the Noctigon K1. This is the lowest mode actually. Battery mode is sufficient, as you can see. Okay, this is extreme thrower. I mean, the spot is crazy intense. Alright, now we are in turbo mode. Let's check if nobody's there. Oh yeah, it's safe and clear. So now we can illuminate this whole road. As you can see, we've got plenty of spill, but it is dim. It is definitely a classic thrower, very intense and extreme performance in this one. Oh yeah, so as you can see, even if I reduce the output, it can still throw amazingly. Double tap for turbo mode, and now we're talking. Oh man, yeah, this is definitely an amazing performer. And imagine this one with SBT 90. This one has XHP 35 high and 4000K, so nice neutral white tint. But damn, it's only 2000 lumens. Imagine this one with 5500 or 5050. Oh man, look at this intense hotspot. It's almost burning the trees. Oh yeah, definitely worth every penny. And again, this one is in the lowest mode. Let's jump again. Boom. Oh yeah. This one is definitely a tiny thrower. It's pocketable. Maybe not as Emissary D1 or D1S, but very nice. Very nice flashlight. Alright, let's sum it up, guys. As you could see, in runtime graphs and in real life performance, this flashlight is definitely designed to perform. Every feature of this flashlight is designed for a sole purpose of throwing from as little form factor as possible. So definitely the build quality is as always excellent, Hank. I cannot criticize you there. I mean, he even included the USB-C charging port if you like to, charge the flashlight by a USB-C cable. It uses Anduril. It uses nice auxiliary LEDs under the switch to show the battery voltage and indicator. Wide choice of LED, even with SBT90. Anti-reflective coating. Anti-roll feature. I mean, this flashlight is definitely very, very well designed. So, guys, I can definitely recommend this one to you if you're looking for a pocket thrower, relatively small, that will not ruin your budget and will throw very well. Definitely check out this flashlight. So, guys, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below, click the like button and hit the subscribe button because more videos are on the way. As always, guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.